Hey to everybody in room 228. This is Miss Kelly, and today we're going to be reading Goofy's Big Brace, a Walt Disney beginning reader. Goofy had a car, a good old car. It had many bumps and dents, but he loved it a lot. Bessie takes me where I want to go, patted his old car. Nothing stops this car. Just then, Donald drove by. You can call that a car? Laughed Donald. That car is just a pile of junk. Look at the way my car's roof can go up and down. Well, Bessie's roof would go up and down too if she had one, said Goofy. But the important thing is that Bessie always comes through. Ha, said Donald. Let me see which car is better. We'll race to the ice cream shop in Horner's Corners. Okay, said Goofy. See you there. Last one to Horner's Corner is a slowpoke, Donald called. He drove away fast. Vroom! Goofy blew his horn. Auga! Come on, Bessie, he said. Slow and steady, steady and slow. That's the way we always go. And away he drove. Chugga, chugga, chug. Donald looked at his car. I want my car to look its best when I win this race. I think I will get it washed. A minute won't matter, he thought. Donald found a car wash. He drove inside. He pushed the button to make the car's roof go up. It would not. He pulled the roof. He pushed the roof. He kicked the roof. Go up, he yelled. But then the roof would not go up. With a whoosh in the water poured over the car. Out came the car, shiny and clean. Out came Donald, angry and wet. I am soaking wet, he yelled, and so is the inside of my car. He stopped at his house to dry himself. He wanted to dry the car seat too. A minute won't matter. Goofy is nowhere in sight. Goofy chugged along in his dented old car. Slow and steady, steady and slow. That's the way we go. And it always seems to work. People waved at Goofy. He waved back. He blew his horn just for fun. Auga! Finally, Donald was nice and dry. So was the car. He jumped in and drove away. He drove away very fast. He soon found out that it was not good to drive too fast. What's your hurry? Asked a policeman. This isn't a racetrack, you know. He gave Donald a ticket for driving too fast. I guess I should slow down, said Donald. As he drove along, he saw Huey, Dewey, and Louie. They were riding skateboards. Wait a minute, fellows. You are doing that all wrong, Donald shouted. Let me show you how to do it. Well, Donald showed them. All right, he slipped, he fell. Donald found out that Huey, Dewey, and Louie were better on skateboards than he was. As Goofy chugged along, he saw a hot dog stand. Goofy's stomach began to growl. He was hungry. I could eat 10 hot dogs all by myself, he thought. But Bessie and I just have to keep moving. After all, we are in a race. So Goofy kept going. Chugga, chug, chug. By this time, Donald had given up riding a skateboard. But in a nearby park, a good ball game was going on. I think I'll stop, he said to himself. A minute won't matter. He watched the game for a while. The home team was way behind. They need me, said Donald. And old Goofy is still nowhere in sight. So Donald got into the game. He thought he could hit the ball far, but he could not hit the ball that day. Donald thought he could run fast, but he could not run fast that day. Donald liked to be on the winning team, but he was not on the winning team that day. Meanwhile, Goofy chugged along. He was hot and thirsty. His throat was dry. "Come on, Bessie," he said. "Slow and steady, steady and slow. That's the way we always go. We'll get something to drink later, after the race." After the game, Donald was hot and thirsty too. "I think I'll get a drink," he said. "A minute won't matter. I've still got plenty of time." Goofy came to a high hill. Bessie huffed and puffed. She went very slowly. "Come on, Bessie," he said. "Slow and steady, steady and slow. That's the way we always go. We can make it up this hill." And Bessie's chugga, chug, chug, chugga, chug, chug sounded like, "I will, I will." At least Goofy and his car made it up that hill. Goofy's funny old car must have broken down. "I haven't seen him for hours," Donald laughed. "I might as well take my time. Old Goofy will never catch up." So Donald stopped for lunch. "A minute won't matter," he said to himself. Goofy was hungry too, but Goofy told Bessie, "We just keep going." He went slowly, but he did not stop. He would not stop for anything. After lunch, Donald raced down the road. He went faster than people on bikes. He went faster than people in trucks. He even went faster than people in other cars. Donald tried to go faster than a train, but he could not. The people on the train smiled and waved at Donald, but the train went racing by. Donald kept driving, but he did not drive for long. "Gee, I'm tired," he said. "I think I will take a nap. A minute won't matter." So he drove off the road and stopped his car. He sat under a big old tree, and Donald went right to sleep. At last, Goofy saw a sign that said Horner's Corners. He wondered if Donald was already there. He did not know. "But we did our best," he said. "Slow and steady, steady and slow. That's the way we always go. Right, Bessie?" Donald came to the sign that said Horner's Corner. "Horner's Corner, here I come," he yelled. "Out of my way, everyone." Vroom! The engine roared. The tires squealed. Donald stopped at Horner's Corners. "This is some car," he said. "Poor Goofy. I wonder when he'll get here." Donald got out of his car. Poor Goofy. He sure is going to feel bad. "Well, I will just tell him that he can't win them all. I will even buy him an ice cream cone." Donald went into the ice cream shop. To Donald's surprise, there sat Goofy. "Why, hello there, Donald," Goofy called. "Where have you been?" He laughed. "I guess I am not the slowpoke after all." But, how could you win with that funny old car?" asked Donald. "Slow and steady," said Goofy. "Steady and slow. That's the only way to go." That was Goofy's Big Race, a Walt Disney Beginner's Reader.